Hi guys, welcome back here to another video. This time we are going to be playing Farming Simulator 25, which came out today, Tuesday, the 12th of November. It came out today at 2 p.m. German time, European time, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I downloaded the game. I have the DLC, the Macton pack, and I have the CR11 New Holland with the gold edition skin. And I can also get 4 or 5 other things that came with the game because I paid 80 euros for it. And we are going to have a look at the setup of Farm Sim 25. This game is really awesome, guys. So the videos are going to be 30 minutes long each, and we're going to be doing this in parts. I have my steering wheel set up already. We're going to have a look at the layout first. You have here some downloadable content. You can download this from the Giants Mod Hub. Those are the mods that you can download from the Giants Mod Hub. I've seen a couple of mods for this game out already for Farm Sim 25. Everything is in English. You have here your categories, then you can come up here where you have your best. It's probably easier that way. I already have the Macton pack. I don't need that anymore because the Macton pack, that is a DLC. You have your most downloadable content here, or most downloaded content I should say. The latest and the recommended are not available as of yet. Alright, then you can come in here. That is the Macton pack. That is a DLC that you get when you pre-order Farm Sim 25. You get that when you pre-order the game. When you buy FS25, when the game is already out, then you probably won't get that anymore. Then you have to buy that separate. That will cost you over on the Giants Mod Hub. That will cost you €4.99 if you want to buy it now. Because like I said, if you pre-order the game, then you will get this whole pack with the game. If you didn't pre-order it, then you have to buy this separate for $4.99. Let's come in here, okay. And in here, that is the New Holland CR11 Gold Edition, which I also have. Includes the New Holland CR11 Combine and the FD250 header as gold version. I have this. I have it, guys. I have this. You can also get this when you pre-order the game. I think now that the pre-order is over, you have to buy this probably separate as well. So the pre-order is over. You can buy the game now, and yeah, you can buy it. The pre-order is over. Alright, let's go back. We're gonna have a look at this layout first. Then you can come in here under multiplayer. You can join a game with somebody else, provided you have a password or something. Then you can create your own multiplayer game, and you can rent a dedicated server over here where you can play with well over 8 people. I think the maximum amount of people you can play with 16 people on a server if you rent a dedicated server. You can play without a dedicated server. You can also play with 16 people. And what do we have here? It says here play either with against or against your friends. Then you can come in here. You can also play with your friends different platforms. Yeah, let's check this out. Treat others with respect, and those are the rules that you have on the server. Alright, download content, achievements. I don't have any achievements yet because I don't have a save game yet. I just had to configure here my steering wheel and my side console. I have the Logitech G25 steering wheel with the side console and the pedals. I think I showed you that in a separate video. We have here the road trip, plant get enough, It says here, that thing wouldn't have fit onto the street anyway, that's the road trip, okay. I don't know, you have the plot thickens, Alice Hub, oh, they can do that as well, okay. Those are all the achievements that you can do here. Thoroughbred, help me to help you, helper, does not, helper, does not stop ever, okay, that's pretty awesome. Okay, just a sprinkle, you have to think about the future, okay. You can do tutorials on this game, there are different kinds of adjustments on this game, in the game settings that you don't have either of those settings on FarmSim 22, but FarmSim 25 is really awesome, guys, it's awesome. Fix me up fluffiness. Alright, look at all these achievements, holy mackerel. It's never too late to farm, it feels good to be home. Alright. We have options here, we're gonna start up here real quick. You can set this to English. You can set the multiplayer language to German, you different kind of languages in here. And I like the layout of this game, I like the layout, it's way different than FarmSim 22. Input help mode, you can leave that to auto. Here, set which input controls are displayed. Auto, I'm going to put in auto. What that's going to do, keyboard, okay, gamepad, auto. If you put in keyboard, then you have only the keyboard display buttons on the top right corner of your screen there. If you put it on gamepad, you will see the gamepad keys on top of your screen, and I'm going to leave that to auto. Alright, input controls. Gamepad steering wheels, you can play this game with a gamepad. I'm not doing it, I have a steering wheel. You can put head-eye tracking on your game here, which means you can play this probably with the head-eye tracking or with the MetaQuest 3 or MetaQuest 2. If you have the MetaQuest 2, you can play this game with the Quest 2 or even with the Quest 3. Force feedback, I think you're going to have to adjust the force feedback in the game settings. Well, not in the game settings, there's a file where you're going to have to open it up. I think it's the game file. You have to use Notepad++ to open up the file, and then you can choose force feedback, either false or true. I think it's set to false at the current moment. That's the log. That's my log up here. You can do that in the game file. There's a, okay, I've seen something here, that clear CLS debugger, you got some debugging. You can change all that, you can write in here, you can write into the log if you want to have a different time scaling in your game. You can write a lot of stuff in here. That is also very good for modders, for making mods for games. You can write stuff in here to check if mods are having errors, or if the mods don't have any errors, warnings, whatnot, you name it. We can write a ton of stuff in here and it will change the game. Invert the while look, I have set that to off. Then we have the sounds here. You have the master volume of the game. I left that at 100, I turned down the music a little bit. Volume of the vehicles I can turn down. When I'm in the game, I can go back to settings, I can turn down the volume of the vehicles as well. The volume of the environment of the game here. Then we have here character volume, I don't know what that means. Adjust the volume of your character like NPCs, okay. Cool, man, I love it. Awesome, you got just like in GTA where you hear the NPCs talking. Wow, that's pretty awesome, guys. Okay, we have a radio in the game. I still have to figure out how to use the radio. But if I use the radio, I'll probably get a copyright. GUI volume, adjust the volume of the menu sounds. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Okay. We don't have that in Farming Simulator 22, but we have it in FarmSim 25. And I like this character volume because we never had this in any of the FarmSim games. So this here reminds me a little bit of GTA 5, where you have the NPCs talking. Alright, the game volume, while not in focus. What's that mean? Adjust the volume of the game while the window is not in focus. Okay. Voice chat volume, when you're playing with other players, multiplayer, you can adjust their voice volume. We have here voice recording volume. Okay. Voice input mode. What's that do? This setting changes when your voice is sent to other players. This can be adjusted in the keyboard settings. Okay. Pretty awesome. Okay, the settings here, I already did my settings here. Hardware profile, ultra custom here. Ultra screen resolution is, that's my monitor up here, the 3440 by 1440. The VSync is turned on. VSync prevents tearing, but may influence your frame rate depending on your graphics, processor and monitor. Okay, we have the frame rate limit here, 60. I'm going to leave it at 60 here. Adjust the maximum number of frames per second. Okay. We're playing in full screen mode. The resolution scaling I have set it up to 200. It was set at 150. I set it up to 200. You can, yeah, 200 is max. All right. The brightness, I'm going to leave the brightness because the game is bright enough as it is. In-game HUD scaling, then you can come down here to advanced graphics settings here. The object draw distance here, adjust how far into the distance objects will be rendered. Lower this value can improve performance. I'm going to leave this at, that's a pre-setting, I'm going to leave it. Foliage draw, adjust how far the distance foliage crops bushes will be rendered. Lowering this can, I'm going to leave those are all presets from the game. You got the LOD, you got the terrain LOD. Rendering quality, got an awful lot of settings here. The shader quality, shader rate, screen space shading rate. Screen space shading rate optimizes performance based on luminance and velocity of a slight loss of visual fidelity. You can, if you're having problems seeing maybe buildings in the distance here, you can turn it on. And you can see everything in the distance as well. So I might turn that on later. Screen space reflections, adjust the quality of screen space reflections. Okay, I've set that to high. That probably was a preset. Screen space shadows turned on. The SSAQ, what does that do? Adjust the screen space ambient occlusion quality. I set that was set to low. I put it to medium. I can set it to high. If I want, I might do that. I'll leave it at medium at the current moment to see what it looks like. We got here the atmosphere quality very high. This setting determines the level of detail and computational demand for rendering clouds and sky hues. Okay, as the quality increases, the clouds and sky colors will appear more intricate and accurate. Nice, love it. I set that to very high. Ultra, the volumetric fog quality is set at the ultra. Cloud is on, the cloud shadows are on. Terrain quality very high, you have to do that. You have different types of settings, you can go low, medium and very high. Texture resolutions here, resolutions are high. The Aniso or the Aniso, I can set that to times 12 times 24. Improve the image quality of textures bilinear with the lowest improvement, trilinear with the modest improvement, and anisotropic. What does that say? Anisotropic filtering with the high improvement. Lowering this value can improve performance. I'm going to leave that to times 8 or 8x. But then we have here the quality, the light quality here. It's set up in the different options here, light quality settings. Ultra, the lens flare, adjust the quality of the lens flares by turn that on. Shadow, I have to play around with these more often here. Shadow quality very high. High, those are high. High is the highest you can go. Soft shadows, realistically soften the shadows depending on the distance to the light source. Okay. Shadow map filtering very high. You can set that to high, that's the highest setting you can go. Foliage, we all know what foliage means. Foliage shadows is turned on. Sets whether foliage casts shadows. So let's say if the sun is shining on the crops here, you can see the sun shadows coming and going. That is what that means. Because it has to do with the shadow casts on your crops or on your field or on over your farm. You have that in real life as well. When the sun starts shining in the summertime, you see that little shadow of sun when a cloud is covering the sun, when the sun is going away. You see the shadow coming over your farm. When a cloud covers the sun, you can see that little shadow is covering your farm. That means that the sun is hiding behind a cloud. So that is what that means. Foliage cast shadows. Then we have here the realistic beacon lights. Those are on. Field of view 60 degrees. I can change that to 61 degrees. It doesn't really matter. Decreases or increases the maximum area that you can see. Awesome. Player's first person field of view 60. Okay. Player third person field of view 40. Decreases or increases the maximum area that you can see in third person. I might put that up here maybe to 50. But I'll do that off camera, of course. Because I think if I press apply, there the video might stop automatically. Okay, maximum shadow lights. What's the maximum? Don't know what the maximum is. The preset is 10. Okay, maximum is 10. I'm gonna leave it at 8. For the current moment, I'm gonna set all these up very high here. Off camera, I'll play around with them. Maximum numbers of mirrors in the game, 7. Mirrors are on the tractors. Yeah, the tractors. Farm equipment like the rotary, the potato harvester, the combines, the beet harvesters, what have you. Maximum tire tracks, 400. 400 is max. Adjust the amount of tracks being displayed. Lower this value. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it at 400. You can see tire tracks when you're entering a field. You can see the tire tracks straight away. It's pretty awesome. Mesh tessellation volume. Adjust display quality of fill volumes and detailed objects. So this is going to be part 1, by the way. It's going to be part 1. Then we have here multi-sampling anti-aliasing. So what does that do? To smoothen geometry edges. I don't like the edges being smoothed. Some people do. It depends what kind of map you're playing, really. You know, if you want to turn that on, you can. I have it off at the current moment. Lowering this value can improve the performance. To smoothen geometry edges. The edges along the map, they will get a little bit smoother. If you have that off, then they're not so smooth. I don't like smooth edges. I like to have them kind of rough. Here you have the TAA, additional anti-aliasing options to reduce flickering and smooth geometry edges. Awesome. DLS or DLSS. NVIDIA Deep Learning Super Sampling is what that means. The DLSS here renders the scene at a lower resolution and upscaling the image. I don't have to read that out, you can read that out for yourself there. I might turn all these on. Fidelity, the AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 1 is a cutting edge, super optimized spatial upscaling technology that produces impressive image quality and at fast frame rate. I might turn that on. Even this I'll turn on. Resolution 1 and resolution 3 here, that's pretty awesome. Fidelity, you can turn that on or off. 3 frame generation. Then we have here the Intel XeSS. Cutting edge temporal upscaling algorithm that produces high resolution frame Nice, I love it. Alright, down here we have the sharpness of the game. I left it at 1.0. Adjust the sharpening intensity with the image upscaling techniques. I can put that all the way up. I don't know what 2.0 is the highest you can go. 1.0, I'm going to put it there. And if you put on DRS quality and the DRS target FPS, you can do that. But then before playing around with these two, you have to turn all these on before you can play around with them. Alright, so next up we have the controls. We have here the keys for the keyboard. Those are our keyboard keys. Key 2, all the mouse keys over here. And over here, the G27 steering wheel, which I have. Nice. I have my settings laid out already for the G27 racing wheel. Those are my settings. Different type of settings. I'm not going to go through all of them and every single one of them. So that is how you do that. Go into controls, and yeah, down here we have the devices, where you can play around with your. Look at that! How cool is that? That's very, very smooth. If you want to smoothen it up, you have to set that dead zone here to 0. Leave the sensitivity at 100. That is for the steering wheel up here. The axis 1R. The axis 1RX. That's for the steering wheel, guys. That's for the steering wheel right there. Put that to 0. Set that to 100. Down here is the gas pedal. That's the gas pedal right there. You want to have that set to 14 and that to 100. The sensitivity to 100. Look at that. That's my gas pedal. That's my brake pedal. The BRK axis 12 is my brake pedal. Leave that at 14. Leave that at 100. That is the clutch down here. The clutch. Look at that. Oh, the clutch. You want to leave that set at 14 and that to 100. That is pretty awesome. The brakes, the clutch, the gas pedal, and the steering wheel. Look at that. Alright, let's get back out. We have... Okay, we already have looked at that. Okay, then we have the credits and we're gonna quit the game. Alright, so in the next video, in part 2, we're gonna start a career mode. We're gonna have a look at the next layout. So this was part 1 of the game. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm gonna make these videos enjoyable as much as possible for you guys. I'm gonna pump out a lot of FarmSim 25 videos. So the way I'm gonna do this is GTA 5 online videos are coming out over the weekend, while Farming Simulator 25 videos are coming out under the week. So a little bit of a change on my channel since FarmSim 25 is out. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm gonna say thanks for watching. Let me know in comments below what you guys think of this video. FarmSim 25, awesome, man. This game is better than FarmSim 22, 19, 17, 15. This game is awesome. This game has everything what the other FarmSim games didn't have. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys in part 2. Yeah, peace. FarmSim 25. Yeah.